This is the first video in a series on how to get more clients. Wouldn't it be great to be completely booked, to have all the spots in your calendar filled? Today's topic is going to be how to be ready to welcome a flood of new paying clients. If you're new around here, welcome, and make sure to hit the subscribe button. So let's dive in. Hi, it's Motzek, founder of Step Into Success Now and author of Say Yes to Your Best Life, 31 Days to Clarity, Confidence, and Success. I teach and mentor service businesses like coaches, wellness practitioners, healers, and consultants to say yes and step into the life and business they love. Without a doubt, the number one most frequently asked question that I get from my clients is this: what's the easiest way to get coaching clients? Sometimes it sounds more like this: I'm new. How can I get my first paying clients? Or I'm just starting out and I feel so inexperienced. Am I fooling myself? Really, who would want to coach with me? Or even, I've been coaching for a while and I just can't seem to get ahead. I've got a few clients, but every time I add a new client, another one leaves. I'm ready to up-level my business. What can I do to make it happen? See what I mean? Every single one of these questions is really a different spin on the same question. How do I get more clients? So to help you navigate this challenge, I'm creating a 4-part video series. This is the first in the series, and I'm going to explain to you what you need to do to be ready and able to receive clients. Later videos in the series, we're going to give you the keys to having the right mindset, because mindset is one of the most important things. And in fact, what you're thinking and feeling, your approach and attitudes and habits makes just as much difference as the actions that you take. The third video in the series is going to outline some easy to implement steps to get quick results. And finally, the fourth and last video will share some long-term strategies, things are a little bit more complex, to help you up-level your business. So let's get started. To have the clients, you must be ready to welcome them. So what exactly does that mean? Well, let me ask you, if 5 clients suddenly landed in your lap today, would you know what to do with them? Would you be able to accommodate them easily and start coaching them next week? Or are you too busy doing all the things? Let's talk about the basics. I'm not suggesting that you have to have a super complicated website, a fiddly sales funnel, or a whole bunch of intricate processes, or that you have to spend a ton of money on marketing. Your business can be simple and streamlined. This makes you so much more efficient, so you don't get overwhelmed. There are 7 simple steps that you must take to be set up and ready to receive your new clients. You can work through these steps easily in a week. Do it, and it will save you a ton of time and a ton of frustration, and it's going to really set you up for success. Step number 1, know the kind of person that you would like to work with. You may have heard of choosing a target market, defining your ideal client avatar, or even designing your ideal client customer profile or client profile. These are all phrases that mean the same thing. Who are the kinds of people that you most enjoy working with? Who are the types of people that you know you can help? And who are the kinds of people that are motivated to take action and willing to pay for your services too? If you're a new coach, start by giving yourself just a couple of hours to decide on this. Many experienced businesses and coaches spend days and weeks really fine-tuning and defining this ideal client, and they spend a lot of hours doing research. And that's great, but if you're relatively new, it's best to just get started as quickly and easily as you can. Once you start coaching, you're going to find out maybe they're not the perfect match that you thought they were. And maybe you find that there's something else and someone else that you're more drawn to once you've got the experience. You know, you don't have to make perfect choices at the start. The main thing is to start getting clients, to coach those clients. And you know, you can always come back, you can return and fine-tune those ideal clients once you've got more experience. Step number 2, know some of the problems that you can help them solve and how their life will improve because of it. Now that you've chosen the kind of person you want to coach with, spend a bit of time and create a list of the problems and challenges that that person might have. And then a second list about what do you think they might aspire to? What are their goals and dreams? Once you've got these 2 good-sized lists, decide which of those issues or dreams you can help them with. Think back to your own personal history, your life experience. What do you have and know already that you can leverage? I recommend you choose between 3 and 5 most common problems that you know you can easily help them solve or goals that they can reach. Next, create a third list. How will their life be changed? How will it improve once they've reached that goal or once they've solved that problem? Again, if you're just starting out, don't spend days and weeks doing this. Spend a couple of hours. Your aim is to make a quick start. Do a little bit of research, and you may need to make some educated guesses too. Or even speak to a couple of people that are really similar to your ideal client and ask them, what are their most current struggles? Step number 3, know how to introduce yourself as a coach. Once you're ready to receive the clients, you've got to be ready to introduce yourself as a coach also and explain the kind of service that you provide. Speak and write about it from that perspective of the client that you described in step 1, and explain how coaching will help them solve those problems that you identified in step 2. I've written a blog post about this. It's called How to Avoid the Biggest Mistake That New Coaches Make. It walks you through a step-by-step template on how to easily design a highly effective introduction. I'll pop a link in the show notes below so you can check it out. Step number 4, decide how much you will charge and how you're going to take payment. How can you receive the payment? If you're not sure what to charge, you've got a couple of different options to figure it out. If you're new, start by doing some research. What are other coaches in your area and niche charging? And once you know that range, decide on a number somewhere in the middle of the range. And now that you've got that number, here's what you need to do next. Practice saying it to yourself in the mirror. If it feels relatively comfortable, you know you've got a great place to start. If it makes you super uncomfortable, try a number that's just a little bit less. And now again, notice how you feel when you're saying it. You don't want to completely devalue your service, but if you're incredibly uncomfortable charging a rate that just feels way too high, you're going to end up sabotaging yourself anyway. Remember, you're new. You can always raise your rates as you get more experience, you get more confidence, and you have more clients. And really, you also need a way to take payment. 2 quick and easy methods that you can start out with are e-transfers through your bank and a PayPal business account. Yes, they will both have service charges attached to them, and they may or may not be that perfect option for you. But if you're brand new and you're starting out, this gives you a good place to start and do some research and decide for yourself. Step number 5, decide how you will coach. There are many ways to coach. The most common are in person, by phone, or video conference. I've used Skype, Zoom video conference, and Facebook Messenger for video calls. And you know, they're all easy, inexpensive methods to set up. All you have to do is have some good Wi-Fi. How you'll deliver the coaching is entirely your choice. You get to decide. What are you the most comfortable with? And what will set you up for the most successful coaching sessions? And once you've decided, all you need to do is explain it clearly to your new client. Most people have never had a coach before, and they're really going to trust you to help them. So just be clear on the logistics, and they'll be right with you. Keep in mind, if you do choose to coach in person, you'll either need a place to meet with your client, an office space or a place in your home, or you might have to travel to coaching sessions. This extra travel and coordination time is going to take time and energy, so make sure that you increase your coaching rates to accommodate for this. Step number 6, have an easy way to schedule your appointments. Do not play email tag to set up your coaching times. Really, just don't do it. It is a complete waste of your time. I made that mistake when I was starting out, and it would often take 3 or more back and forth emails to finally establish a convenient time for a coaching session. I highly recommend that you sign up for an online scheduling software. I've used a number, and I know there's lots of great options, but my preferred platform right now is Acuity Scheduling. I've been using them for a bunch of years. I will pop a link in the show notes below, and you can check them out and see what you think. Once you've signed up for your online calendar, then you're going to need to set up the dates and times that you're actually available to coach your clients. You're going to save yourself and your client a ton of time and frustration by simply sending them the link to your calendar. It puts them in control, and then they get to choose that best time for their coaching session, all within your available time slots. And finally, step number 7, have a simple process in place to welcome your new clients. I subscribe wholeheartedly to the KISS School of Business. I call it Keep It Simple, Sweetie. If you're a new coach, you don't need a lot of complicated paperwork, right? All you need to do is decide how you want to welcome your client. Here's my recommendation. First, you think about what you're going to send, and you have to think of when you're going to send it. To begin with, you want to send them a welcome letter, and you're going to send that to them as soon as they've committed to coaching with you. You're going to include your invoice at the same time. And then as soon as you receive payment, you're going to send them a thank you note, and that thank you note is going to give them the link to the online calendar once you've received payment. And finally, your basic coaching agreement and pre-coaching questionnaire, and you're going to send that as soon as they've booked their first appointment. And if you're not sure where to begin, you can check out the 8 must-have forms for your coaching business. I've created a package of PDFs that has all the forms that you need to jumpstart your business. I'll pop a link for this PDF of forms in the show notes below. So that's it. That's the 7 steps for you to take, so you're completely ready to welcome your new clients. Next, I would recommend you check out the other 3 videos in the series. I'll post one every week, so make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you're notified as soon as the new videos are released. In the second video, we're going to talk about how to get your mindset right. It's even as important, if not even more important, than the actual steps that you take to build your business. In the third video, I'll explain 7 ways you can get paying clients in the next 30 days. I've got some great fast-acting steps that you can take. And in the fourth and final video, I'll cover a few more complex, longer-term approaches so you can create a steady flow of customers. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, hit like and give it a thumbs up. Share it with anyone else that you think might enjoy it too. And be sure you leave a comment below. I hope these tips have given you more confidence in how to be ready to welcome all those new clients that you want. I'll be back next week with the second video in the series. And again, if you liked the video, make sure you hit like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Talk to you soon.